Start. We have given our thoughtful consideration to the various pleas raised by the parties. Stop. We are of the considered opinion that it is not necessary for us to go into the question as to whether the president of Nagarpalika Parishad can be said to be a person aggrieved by the order dated 30.3.2010 or not, or the appeal is not maintainable as it has been filed against an interlocutory order, as the present appeal itself is liable to be dismissed on the ground that whatever material has been placed in the appeal can very well be placed before the honorable single judge, as the scope of intra-court appeal is limited to see the correctness of the order passed by the honorable single judge on the basis of material or evidence which is before him, and not on the basis of material or evidence which are filed along with the appeal by way of additional evidence. Stop para. As held by the Honorable Supreme Court in the case of Sobhavati Devi Supra, a letters patent appeal as permitted under the letters patent is normally an intra-court appeal, where under the letters patent bench correct its own orders in exercise of the same jurisdiction as was vested in the single bench. Stop. Such is not an appeal against an order of a subordinate court. Stop. In such appellate jurisdiction, the High Court exercises the power of a court of error. Stop. Therefore, we can, in exercise of appellate jurisdiction which is being exercised in an intra-court appeal, correct errors in the order of the learned single judge on the basis of material which was on record before the learned single judge, and not on such documents or material which have been placed before him, more so when the intra-court appeal is against an ex parte interim order passed by the learned single judge. Stop para. It is true that an intra-court appeal additional evidence can be filed. Stop. In the case of Ram Prasad Supra, a division bench of this court has held that though the provisions of Code of Civil Procedure are not applicable to writ proceedings, the provisions contained in Rule 27 of Order 20 of Civil Procedure Code may be considered as general principle for admission of additional evidence in writ appeal. Stop. However, this remedy is not available in all situations. Stop. It may be available where the learned single judge has decided the writ petition, after which he becomes functus officio except having the powers of review, and therefore in such an eventuality the only remedy available to the aggrieved person is to bring on record the documents by way of additional evidence after satisfying the requirements provided under Order 41 Rule 27 of the Code of Civil Procedure. Stop. However, in a case where in an intra-court appeal has been filed against an ex parte interim order, the appellant shall not have an opportunity to file the documents which were not before the learned single judge and which he wants to rely upon, along with an affidavit in the pending proceedings. Stop. Para. Otherwise, it would give an occasion to consider the validity and correctness of the order passed by the learned single judge on the basis of material which were not before him at the time of passing of the order. Stop. Certainly, the scope of intra-court appeal cannot be stretched to such an extent. Stop. In this situation, the right of filing additional evidence would not be available. Stop. That being the position, we are of the considered opinion that the appellant should file the documents which are sought to be filed in this appeal as additional evidence before the learned single judge. Stop. If any document are filed, then the learned single judge shall consider the same and pass appropriate orders in accordance with law. Stop. Subject to the above observation, the appeal stands dismissed. Stop.